Howdy everyone, welcome to a video, a continuation on this series on how I make my videos. Now of course there's a lot to discuss about how I do it, and the thumbnails are going to be a very much a tedious thing to do, because obviously it depends on how I want the thumbnails to be and stuff like that, you know? Sometimes I might not even use a thumbnail, which is a very rare chance, but sometimes I have to use a thumbnail. Now here's the thing about the thumbnails I want to point out. I'm not going to make them for the videos I've recently edited. You know, the ones I've shown y'all about? You know that one? I think it's this one. You know the one I recently... Yeah, okay. You know the one I recently edited? You know the ones I was showing you for the past few days? I would like to edit that thumbnail, but at the same time, I also have other videos for August, you know? So I don't know, should I at least show the August ones at least? Because that will be much more better, you know? Let's not forget that I have a lot of July videos to post about. So July there's like 14 videos, I guess. So I can't really post all of them every time. I have to choose them selectively and post them one by one every couple of days. When it comes to August, there's 14 videos. When it comes to September, possibly moving till October, it's like 20 videos. So I have like so much of content, so much of freaking content to post, okay? I have so much to post. But at the same time, the posting is not just the issue, it's the thumbnails, it's the other stuff as well. And I feel like I should not really be posting so much all the time. Maybe I can post one by one when everything is ready, you know? Okay. So let's begin, okay? Let us begin. Now, let's start with August, because let's be real, August is more soon, and I don't want to sit here and edit 20 thumbnails. This is just part 1, this is the screenshot phase. What I mean by that is we take a couple of screenshots, and what you need is obviously snipe. I'm sorry about any background talking. I do apologize for the background talking. You know, I don't have a good microphone. Well, the microphone doesn't work anymore, so I do apologize for any background noise or talking whatsoever. Honestly, it really does suck when anytime I go to record something, all of a sudden it's talk. Okay, snipping tool. Here we go. Oh my gosh, wrong button. Sometimes you click the wrong thing. This will take a while. I do apologize. It's taking much more longer than before, because obviously I have so much of things open up. I should have done this at least yesterday. I should have at least opened it yesterday, chopped up a couple of images, and today we are done the pasting part. But what is required, what is actually required for this specifically is snipping tool and your video. That's it. That's all it's required, you know? Look at this, it's taking forever to load. This sucks, doesn't it? Can I close it? Okay, close. Okay. Kinda sucks that it's not over here, but look at the space I have. It's not much space, anyways. So I really can't paste it anywhere. Okay. Okay, I clicked it. It might take some time. It might take some time because, you know, so many things are freaking open. These videos take like a couple of megabytes to download, like 5 or 6 megabytes at least top, which possibly could be like 2-minute videos or 1-minute videos, but the lowest is like 7-second videos, so it's like a megabyte, and that's amazing. Okay, so let's begin with our first video. I should speak a bit more clearly. Look at that, it's loading so long. Kinda sucks. Okay, while this goes on, I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. Okay. Okay. Alright then. Alright, I never warmed up my voice today. That's why it sounds so terrible. I'm leaning more forward, from my chair, and it doesn't feel so good. My body feels a bit hunched. So I do kind of dislike what's going on. Plus there's background noise all the time. Okay. Now sometimes I will show a before and after image, but sometimes there's no need to. Now, think about the thumbnail. You have to examine the video. Now, you may be wondering why isn't the video playing on your screen? Well, if you haven't been keeping up, that my OBS does not record, for some reason, does not record full playing videos. I've tested this in the past, it only worked once, and then all of a sudden it'll skip a couple of frames. It's not the best, okay? It's not the best. So obviously, all I'm trying to say is that it's terrible that stuff like this happens, kind of terrible, but at the same time I have to skim through. If I'm playing the video, just remember it won't really play as well as I'm seeing it, So, okay, now let's choose a perfect image. Let's choose. Oh, I'm so sorry about the background noise. I hope it's not picked up. There's only so much a door can do, and that door is wooden, so sound can come through the places where the air is coming through. So yeah, which is basically the tiny centimeter at the bottom. So okay, now normally I will paste 3 images, but sometimes you feel like, okay, maybe 1 will do the trick. So I feel like maybe 1 will be perfect. I think we should do a before and after instead, with just 1. Normally I would paste 3 images in the thumbnail, or sometimes 4, which is very rare, but okay. So we have a lot of writing over here. Okay. Yeah, I know this is gonna be a long video. So what we're gonna do is move this right over here. Okay. This. Okay. Now what you gotta do is do this. Now where do I save this? I don't even know. I need to make a separate folder. I really like that there's an option for folders. Whoever created that idea is a genius, because everything is so mismanaged, I'm gonna paste it. Okay, I'm gonna put it over in pictures. Okay, with new folder. I guess I have to rename this folder too. Thumb for new. I know that name doesn't make any sense because I already have a freaking folder that's called thumb. So yeah, after 1. So the next image will be after 1.2. You gotta make sure they're together. You got to make sure they're together. Okay. Now let's find a 1 that'll be okay. Now sometimes they'll be moving way too fast, and that's something to point out as well. Sometimes it'll be a still image, sometimes it'll be very still or talking, so you can easily snap it up and save. Okay, I need a new chair. I really need to invest in a new chair. Now I've been thinking of at least getting a new console, mostly because I do believe that my console might actually break anytime soon. It's not giving me any issues, but I've had an Xbox 360 for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden it stopped working. I'm taking a bit better care of my Xbox One than my Xbox 360, and still I have this feeling that one day something is gonna go haywire. So I think the best thing to do is actually, get another console. I don't want to get an Xbox Series X, which is like the big console, the big black console. You know why? Because it costs a lot of money. I don't want to give Microsoft too much money. You may be thinking, why not get a different console? The reason why I want to get a different console is because I have some saved data from my Xbox. I need to transfer it to a newer one instead. because that'll be much better. Then I don't have to worry about losing my saved data, because I don't think there's a way of pulling it out. I don't really think there's a way of pulling it out. So that's a problem. That's a major problem. Okay, now it's stuck. What's going on? Sometimes it gets stuck, sometimes it doesn't. Now, I think I should get an Xbox Series S. I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan of supporting Microsoft, but since I already have an Xbox, I need to transfer some of my saved files to a different one. The Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, not X. Hold on, I have to open a new folder just to show you. Let me just show you what I'm talking about, because one is expensive and one is like literally so cheap. I should get the cheap one because, once again, I just want to put my saved file. That's it. I just want to transfer my data from my Xbox One, because if my Xbox One fails and somehow, at least I'll have something to lean back on, I'm not here to play every single game. I don't want to transfer every single game, because some games are kind of silly, let's be real. But yeah, I'm just saying, it's gonna be difficult to fix your Xbox One. It's gonna be very difficult. So this is a Series S and X. Series S, much smaller, much cheaper than this. This one is digital. I know it's a bit different, but this one is physical as well and digital. But the problem with this is it costs an arm and a leg. I don't have that much money. Maybe a second-hand one will be great, but at the same time, for the past few years, I haven't been buying a lot of second-hand stuff besides video games itself. Because when you buy a second-hand console, we don't know how good it is. And the best, well-preserved consoles, pre-owned consoles, are going to cost near as the same price. So I think this one should do, at least. I don't know, something tells me to get this for some reason, but a second-hand copy will be perfect. As long as it's second-hand, I guess, fine, because let's be real for a second, I just want to transfer my saved file. I don't know when I'll ever get my Xbox One fixed if it breaks. It's not broken, it is not broken. But if something happens, at least I know, okay, I can have this to transfer, That's why I want to get at least Xbox something. I might have to buy a second-hand one, because that makes more sense, than spending so much money on the Xbox Series X, because it costs so much. The second-hand will do great if it's an Xbox Series X. Okay, so we have, now this is a separate one. This is a trans inspiration. Now what does that mean? It's a separate one altogether. It's completely about one woman. So, so at the same time, since it's about one woman, what thumbnail should it be about? Now I do believe that adding different types of thumbnails would be perfect. So, we can have this one. Okay, let's slightly move it aside and play. Now I'm gonna screenshot this, okay? Alright. Okay, so we have, this is 2.1. Oh, I mistakenly called it after. It's supposed to be before. But regardless, I guess the names are going to be mixed and matched. Okay. So, that's a very simple one. Let's try one more close-up, Now this is, like, sometimes you can't really show too much in the thumbnail, and that's a problem. Like, I wouldn't mind having something like that on the thumbnail. It's just Will YouTube allow it? I don't think so. Here we go. Let's play this. Okay, one more. I think one should be a bit of a naughty one. What do you think? I think it should be a bit more naughty. Okay. Me and my terrible naming stuff. I mistakenly titled it 2.1. I'm an idiot. I'm obviously an idiot. Okay. Now, this entire one is about her. So, but as you can see, she's moving way too fast. Look at that. Like, okay, that's perfect. But look at the elbow. Look at the elbow. It's like you can see some after images over here. She's moving too fast. It's a perfect image, but honestly, it's just so crazy. Now this seems good, but I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I don't know. How about this? I think this would be kind of cool. You're not showing too much, but you are showing too much, if that makes any sense. I don't think it does, but okay. Okay. 2.2. Okay. I think I should just go with it and title everything 1 point something or 2.2 or whatever. Okay. Next one, please. The next one. Okay, let's do this. This is fun, but this is just the smallest part of the video. Okay. I don't know if I'll do a male to female with this. Look at that. Okay, maybe this one. This one looks kind of cute. So this one's gonna be in the thumbnail. It's kind of strange how, you know, a lot of people like the stuff like this, you know? Because when I was young, I thought I was just one of the few people. But there's so many more people that like stuff like this, you know, that enjoy stuff like this, you know? Okay, that's an image, so you can't really wait for it to unfocus. I'm just gonna take you now. Boom. Okay, done. Save. After point 2. Okay. I feel like I have to keep talking, or else you will hear something. Okay. This is a very tedious task, I know. Some people may not like it. Okay, I'm gonna take this one since it's a more clear-cut image. It's more clear up in front. You know, it is slightly edited because of the video. You know, there's some effects happening in the video, but